Okay, test.
Testing. She go.
5, 4, 3, 2, and okay, let's go. Welcome to the Broadcast Brothers. I'm here with Joe Noholavala, Justin Faisongo, and we're here to recap for you guys Saturday's V1, SoCal V1 California Series race, the first one in the second race. And we're going to call this segment Armchair Paddler.
Yeah, I just realized you don't have any anything to lean on. Yeah,
you gotta go like this, yeah. Let's just start out with first impressions of the race. How did you take to all the format and how many paddlers, all the stuff?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway was the amount of paddlers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Was it 90, 89?
91.
91.
Mm-hmm.
So that I wish I'd pulled up last year's numbers, but I
63, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
With Tahitians too.
With a couple,
Stevie
and who else came in? I think there were a couple that flew in from Tahiti for that race.
Wow.
Yeah.
So big jump in participation.
Yeah. We got participation from Canada and from Brazil. And, we have a couple Tahitians that are living here that paddle too.
Yeah.
That are always here. They're kind of fixtures of Southern California. So we just call them, in my mind, they're Southern California paddlers. So.
Yep. I think of the California participants, my biggest highlight was the juniors.
Yeah, man. 10.
Yeah.
I think 8 or 10 boys and a couple girls. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was huge.
Yeah.
Seeing that.
And that little bug of Teva from Hawaii.
Oh, man.
I don't know how old he is.
From Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay. Where?
I think he paddles with Kahalui Kai. That's what I heard on the beach, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah. He was absolute monster.
Yeah. He's got that nice little upbeat egg beater stroke.
Yeah. And he didn't, from the beginning of the race till we saw him at the end, he never changed. He was just on it all the time.
Actually, I didn't even pick up what was he on a Phi as well? What kind of?
He was on the red Teamy, one of the new stamp-in Teamies.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it was like all I remember, I didn't really pay attention to what kind of canoe it was, but I just remember seeing the
cockpit up to his chest.
The splash guard is at his esophagus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really neat to see.
Yeah.
So how old is he? I didn't even get his age.
I don't know, but I'm not 100% sure. I heard 13.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Props to him. Like Joe said in the boat, if you're named Teva and you paddle, you're probably going to be good no matter what.
Yeah, the future
hard not to be.
The future is bright. Wasn't there? I think Tiger made the Teva Nui.
I think so.
It was so yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, that was definitely the biggest highlight. The top three. That's always a good highlight, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think the top three was Danny, Will, and Gnome.
Yeah. And
they paddled a really, really strong race, all three of them.
Yeah. Yeah, especially Will.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome to see that guy.
Especially, he's saying he's only been training once a week, so for him, it's, maybe well rested.
Yeah, maybe, and just energized. I don't know how much time he put on that new Phi, but...
Yeah, he had the 4 SI.
Yeah.
Which first time we've seen him here in Southern California, I think we saw a handful of them.
Yeah,
they all came in, I think, right before the race.
Yeah, that definitely. There was at least close to 10.
Yeah,
and
I looked it over really well when we were sitting. They're sitting in the grass at the NAC right there, and the fit and finish of that canoe was ridiculous. It is really nice.
Yeah,
it's fun to have a canoe that's handmade, and especially in Tahiti and all that, but just like anything that's that way, especially in the conditions that they try and set up resins and stuff like that, it's not always conducive to that. Well,
and it seems very user friendly, right?
Yeah. All the Ari canoes out of Cobra, they got a really good fit and finish too, but nothing like the Phi is. Ozone definitely hit it out of the park.
That construction is,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's super sturdy, super stiff, right?
Yeah, very stiff and light.
Yeah.
I picked one up and I was like, oh my goodness.
Know, yeah. And that's kind of what I was thinking, watching Will, back to what he was saying about, he's only putting, once a week on the water. But I think we mentioned it on the broadcast, but the combination of that really light V1 with that Stingray paddle, you notice like he was just up front, and just
popping it really nice.
Yeah, he's moving.
Yeah,
so
he definitely was working hard at the very end when we saw him right at Spider Island. But he definitely closed a little bit on Danny there. But just wasn't enough. Danny just opened up a little bit coming down from coming in the rocks there, and that was all it took, I think.
Yeah. So hopefully, we'll actually got some intel from Lindsay today that for Marina Del Rey. By the way, he's gonna set us up with a motorboat.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. So
that's Lindsay Richmond. He's the Ozone rep, and he paddles for Marina Del Rey.
Yep.
Right.
And that's where the next race is.
Yeah.
In Marina Del Rey. And
so if you guys are looking at 5 products in Southern California, Lindsay.
Yep. Hit him up.
Yep. Lindsay's the man.
But he said that there's gonna be some Hawaiians showing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
In February.
Cool.
He didn't specify who, but that'd be awesome to see.
Yeah.
Hopefully Rylan. Maybe Kala.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Maybe, because Kala's on that canoe. He's showing it in Hawaii, reps it in Hawaii, and it'd be cool to see him out here on it for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's a quick 5
Maybe we'll
flight.
see Chase from Big Island who'll come out.
Yeah,
maybe
he came last year
on the third race.
Yeah, and he did good. He was top 10, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
he was really fast.
Yep.
So.
So that is and I don't even remember what date in February.
Early February, I believe. I think it's the weekend after Hanohano.
Oh.
The Hanohano's the 27th.
Okay.
I think it's February 3rd.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
All
right. I don't know. We'll get it for you guys.
Good to know.
Later setup, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I hope my biggest surprise were the Canadian guys. They were my favorite.
Yes. Yeah.
And Leo from Brazil. Leo came in from Brazil. I was super stoked about that too. But the biggest surprise for me was that Masters Rob Magus. Yeah, big fella. Yeah.
Right?
You could tell paddles rivers.
Yes. Yep. And what was funny, we're calling them the flock of Canadians.
Yeah.
And it seemed to have stuck.
Yeah.
Because
they
hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah. So. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you guys for that.
Yeah. No. So
next time we'll sit down with you guys and talk to you guys about your trip down and what your impressions are of the race, and hopefully you guys are super stoked as we are to have you guys for sure.
I just think they're probably stoked to come to some nice warm weather.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine how cold it is in Vancouver right now.
Yep.
So.
I know, I think they're Pacific Northwest, right, all of them?
Yeah, I believe so. I think, Vancouver. So
I wonder if they interview like hockey players interview,
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever seen hockey player interviews?
Yeah. Just taking their teeth out or putting their teeth back in. And,
But I said, bud, I can't have $1 million canoe and 2-cent brains. You got to go out there and play full time. Forward check, back check, paycheck, bud.
I love it. Yeah, it's kind of blue collar, eh?
Oh man, those boys are they're fun, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah, and shout out. Speaking of Canadian, shout out Leanne Stanley. Man.
Yeah,
she was
letting us
all
know.
Over her. So.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We're just guessing, like, man, who are these guys? If this guy,
I know.
So-and-so, whatever, we didn't know where they're from.
What was funny was like every person that we didn't recognize, like, oh yeah, that was the Canadian. Oh yeah, that was the Canadian.
There's the one Brazilian.
Yeah, there's the one. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
No, that was cool.
Well, we have our resident Brazilian, Thiago, but, Leo flew out the next day back home.
Yeah.
And he'll be back again a couple times. As a matter of fact, we'll have him on the podcast and record him next trip for sure. I reached out to him. He said, absolutely.
Yeah, sweet guy. His English was awesome.
Yeah. But it'd be cool to get an insight on what they're doing in Brazil, because I say it all the time. It is the market that's going to, I don't know, I don't know about beat Tahiti, but it's going to be the market that gives Tahiti a really, really hard run, I think.
Well, it's kind of
all of us.
Well, it's kind of like what we said. Brazil's kind of like paddling in California 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
but in that kind of like those kind of conditions, not conditions, but the kind of world that Tahiti lives in, where when they focus on something, man, they just go all out on it, right? So
totally,
surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, outrigger canoe paddling, we're starting to see.
Yeah.
Bull riding. They're the world of bull riding.
Well, and so
soccer, of course.
When we had Josh on the other night, right? Him sharing the why behind Lanakila, right? And why Lanakila is so successful, and just this village, this community that, that's sustained over the years. I'm interested to hear, what they're also doing in Brazil, like their club structure, right? And like, you weren't here, you were up in ADR, but Igor, I forget how to pronounce his last name, but our fellow Brazilian friend. Yeah, we paddled together, right? And he was just talking briefly about, there's loads of clubs, like on the same stretch of sand. And I'm really interested to kind of dive deep with Leo on how, what it's like. It sounds like from what Igor mentioned, like, they have coaches. He kind of made it sound like an NAC. Yeah. But like multiple. Yeah.
I think they're pushing really hard. Yeah. I think the most interesting thing is that they have such a crazy import tax on stuff. So, they managed to pick up the Mirage molds somehow or another, got them there. They're making Mirages. They're all paddling. Yeah. There's that guy G-Shape that paddles their unlimited canoe that they have there. Yes. And you see some teamies that are around there. I don't know how they got them. I think they may have taken a mold and started, producing them. But could you imagine if they had the access to the canoes that we had and they've had them for 10 years? So going forward, it'd be interesting to see how they do, how they change. It's kind of like watching paddling 20 years ago, starting all over again for them. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you gotta wonder, right? So speaking of ozone, like, is that on the radar? Right. Just from a numbers standpoint, right? Like,
but think about it. You spend $6,000 on a brand new canoe here, and it costs $12,000 there. And those guys, they don't make lots of money. So I don't know. I mean, if it's 100%, which we hear that's what it is, that's a steep number.
Yeah. But again, it sounds like there's opportunities where, like, if you work at whatever facility, that's your job as a paddle instructor, because that's kind of what Igor mentioned. Yeah. There's like, he's got his main job, but he also works as an instructor. A lot of paddlers who coach, it's kind of their own. They kind of got their own thing. Right. But it sounds like these facilities are supporting that.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's exciting. I'm excited for them, and I mean, all of South America is growing the sport. It seems like. Yeah. I'm watching Samoa, not to cut out of what we're talking about with the SoCal race, but I mean, you watch like Chile, like, they had I think a master 6-man that just showed up out of nowhere, man. Those guys were fast. Yep. So, super excited. We're just like we don't know for sure. We're just throwing darts at it, but we'd be excited to talk about it.
But to bring it back to Baja California series, that's, and talking about the junior paddlers, right? Yeah. Just seeing that's only gonna, amplify the level of paddling. Yep. With here in California.
Yeah, for sure. And I think
the US.
We've seen kind of changing of the guards as we've gone right through years of paddling and being in and out of clubs or whatever. You see changing of the guard, and it's nice to see a big, strong group of juniors that are on the water. Yeah. And hopefully they just maintain their training and, keep paddling and should keep showing up.
Yep. And people around them, keep supporting, right? It was really good to see, a lot of like club paddlers, like groups of like pods, we were saying, right. Or flocks or whatever, what have you. But like the Hano guys, right? The Marina Del Rey guys, and so I think everyone's pretty fired up. I was talking to Micah yesterday, and he was like, why do you think it's so successful so early? And I was like, honestly, I just think it's just a different platform. It's a different,
I think people just want something a little different than what they're, we've had the same, pretty much the same winter series and the same score series for a long time, plus or minus a couple races here and there. But this is like a new thing, new format, kind of keeps you on the water. We said it, I think, on the beach. There's no more off season anymore. Like everybody's going every weekend to race, Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the guys that paddle at Lanakila, they're still going since Catalina. I'm like, geez. Yeah. And but it's really cool to see that, again, so that conversation I was talking to Micah, he was like, I think too, it's like they're used to the same OC1 race, and it's like like I lost to this guy, the same guy I always lose to, or I beat this. It's the same thing, but sometimes you hop on the V1. It's a different sport, right?
Change the playing field.
Totally changes the playing field.
Whole new look, right?
Yeah. You notice that it kind of like a lot of, there's paddlers that I see finish a lot higher on the OC1.
Right.
They jumped on the V1, and some of the paddlers that finish further back on the OC1, they're a lot closer. Yeah. So it kind of almost levels a playing field too. Mm-hmm. And the conditions yesterday were tricky.
Yeah.
We'll pull up some of the footage.
Yeah.
I don't know if the footage will really get it, but
let's. I'll bring it up real quick so we can see it in the background while we're talking. And I think the one. Oops, not Prime Video.
We made it to Amazon. No. We made it big.
So some of the footage you'll see. This is coming past Coast Guard Beach. Offshore Beach is right behind us, and we're crossing the turning basin. They call it, I think, and we're heading out. So. You'll see texture on the water here, and you'll see that the conditions starting to come up. Granted, the tide's inbound, the wind's inbound right now, and these guys are fighting uphill pretty hard.
Man, that guy filming was like shaky, huh?
No, we had a gimbal that was all screwy, and then we had a handhold, but it was really fun to watch these guys run. I mean, that's our first place junior in the back there. That's Justice right there, and that. Great to Huitawa.
And there's a
Ty on the outside, yeah.
The Thai fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the guy that was on Ryan's canoe?
Was it a guy from Canada? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, there are a couple canoes that look like that, but that is Ryan's, right?
Yeah, blue and orange one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely missed them at the race, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
I know.
Life gets in the way sometimes. Boys,
look at Cornejo, man. Look at him.
I know,
He's
just hammering on the outside.
Tell that guy from a mile away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's Chris.
The only guy with not wearing a shirt or a jersey. He's like, oh, did it shut off?
No, I think we're good. Oh, I think it shut off.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go start it back again. Sorry, technical difficulty.
At least it beeped it for us. What was the percentage at?
Still 25%, so it's just sitting there. But
okay.
So anyways, Chris is there racing without a jersey on, and kind of I was laughing in my head. I didn't say it out loud, but remember that Dave Chappelle skit with Prince, and then he goes shirts versus blouses. I don't know why.
I got to see it.
I don't know why it was stuck in my head. I was like, oh, shirts versus blouses.
I love that your brain went to Chappelle.
I don't know why.
So it looks like, I think this is kind of the part of the race where we were kind of going from like higher mid to now we're kind of scratching the top 10.
Yeah, we're floating here for a minute, kind of watching guys go by.
Yeah. There's Lynn.
Yep.
She had a really good battle with Leah.
She did. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Here's me with my binoculars. It comes up. Yes. Yeah, they worked for what I needed, though.
Yeah, those.
When we went outside, it just got so bad.
Too bad. Yeah.
We're gonna make an investment here, guys, to try and correct this a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say all in all is not bad for two Bradas and an iPhone.
Yeah,
right.
The sound was good. That stayed steady the whole time. Didn't really have any.
Yep.
Didn't break up too much. A little bit staticky, but I think the staticky was because the signal.
Yeah,
it wasn't like HD clear and none of that stuff.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like Judson.
It looks like Judson, pushing pretty hard. And right behind him was Rob, Magus, and Chicago was right back there. You can't really see him, but they definitely made a move on Judson. Either Judson just said, you know what, I'm in fourth and I'm not going to push any harder, and he just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
Or those guys pushed really hard to get to him. Oh, man, this thing is not cooperating with us here.
Fast forwarding?
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Oops. Hello.
Oh, we got code.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the Lanakila paddlers today who's a photographer. Shout out Brian Mitchell. He was saying, it's like, man, you got to get a better camera.
Yeah.
It's like, but, you know, what's great about the iPhone is, you know, we can upload as we go.
Right.
And then he made another good.
There are cameras that'll do that too.
Well, yeah.
Like mirror cameras, you know, like real cameras that'll do it live too.
Yeah. He did bring up a good cost-effective idea. Is I could add a lens
on your
the iPhone.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh,
He said like that's probably a more affordable route.
Yeah.
Especially if we're gonna make some network.
Yeah, some network upgrades.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. It's kind of okay. So that's Gnome.
Yeah.
Wow, he was a lot smaller when I was filming on the screen. It's like I think I got him.
Here's Will pushing hard around Spider Island right here. He looks so smooth though.
Yeah, he does.
The canoe's sitting really nice in the water. It's not,
Yeah.
you know, or it's not tipping back and forth. It's not bouncing.
No.
It looks really good.
You can tell it's light.
Yeah.
The way he's paddling.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, there's
What's going on? Oh yeah.
We're talking about your
yeah, my
look at you just
I get dressed in the dark, bro.
signature.
Okay, sorry.
Justin's uniform.
Yeah, you can spot me from a mile away.
Yeah, you get it.
Hey, you know what
it's
we
like
haven't talked
light.
about was
What?
it was funny randomly. I got to meet Willie Kalama finally.
Okay. Yeah.
And she had a great race, man. She looked really strong.
Yeah.
She was, you know, I mean, she was so far ahead of the second Wahine, you know, but her training in Tahiti is definitely showing.
It's showing, and I think too, just out of all the Wahine paddlers, at least from what I've seen, you know, just from my I guess intel, is she seems to be putting the most time on the V1.
Yeah.
Although I mean, I've been seeing Lynn. She's been out there, you know, and you know, even though Leah got her, Leah's just a beast. You know, you know, we all know who she trains with, but yeah, I think the fact that Willie Kalama is, you know, she's successful is just the amount of time she puts on the V1.
We're probably going to get a lot of shit for showing this footage while we're re-showing this footage again, but it's fine.
Oh, because it's blurry?
Yeah, because it's blurry.
It's like vintage, man. It's like we're watching I don't know, it's like a 90s, you know, clip, you know. I got to tell you, I got some good feedback from everyone, you know, and
me
like,
too.
you know, I reached out and I was like, yeah, man, like network is kind of spotty, but you know, it could have been better. Like, no, we're just stoked you guys are out there, you know, and so
we got that message from Wade, you know. Shout out to Wade for being our biggest fan for sure, man. That guy's always supporting.
We're his biggest fans.
Yeah, for sure, his biggest fan. I definitely would say that between him and Brian Tucker, those two probably had the most fun on the course. Brian Tucker smiles the whole way.
Yeah, I agree.
He was stoked.
You could tell he's been putting more time on his V1.
Yeah.
For sure.
Brian's got the best whale and dolphin footage. If you guys can find him on social media, he's got some of the best stuff. He goes out a lot and just whale hunts.
Yeah.
Not literally, but, you know, for pictures.
Yeah, I think we kind of got the blessing to keep this going. You know, I mean, spotty network, you know, aside, we still, you know, I think people are just, you know, we could still kind of provide something different.
Yeah.
Tell the story, right?
Yeah. I think we're going to try and open it up to some other races too. You know, Joe and I are kind of talking about it. Joe likes to race, and at some point in time, maybe I'll get back into racing too. But I think that you know, we'll bring on some guest bradas and you know, some of the bigger races.
Maybe,
the winter series, the OC1 Winter Series races, and go try and, especially if we upgrade our network stuff, I think we'll be able to be mobile enough to just do it wherever we want, in the continental United States at least.
It's funny watching Danny finish by himself, totally opposite from that Hiti Tua finish.
Yeah. Well, in the first race, he finished by himself. You know, I mean, Stevie was not far behind.
But yes, he had to make, or today it was, or yesterday it was, or a couple of days ago, it was kind of more about just keeping separation.
Yeah.
Right? Where I think when he went against Steve, it was like, when was he going to make that separation?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was kind of a game of when you're going to push and open up.
Yeah.
Which was fun to watch because, you know, Danny always seems like he's got a plan.
Yeah, I know.
You know. I'll tell you one thing I really appreciated and I really liked was the fact that all the guys who raced got a Rest in Love Kevin Quitter sticker and put it on their canoes, and that was really cool, man.
Yeah, shout out Wade again for printing those out
Yeah.
too, you know, and so
fortunate circumstances in that whole deal, and Hoveki Nui this year and lost a champion. But you know, it's tough. Tough for the families.
Such a
young guy, man.
Heavy story, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. And not the first time. It won't be the last time either. You know.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, appreciate what you got and when you got it. That's for sure.
Yep.
That's why we do this stuff, I think.
Hell yeah.
Spend more time talking
Yep.
trash.
Yep. Making fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Listen to our garbage.
Speaking of talking trash, can you pull up some of the bloopers? We gotta. So for our viewers who didn't get to watch the live broadcast,
I don't know where they are time stamped.
oh, but it's fine. We'll just talk. It'll
Okay.
come up.
Yeah.
Because we'll come up on the Masters finish here soon.
Yeah,
so which is kind of what we want to like kind of recap, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. If for all our viewers who didn't actually watch the race, our skiff boat, both media boats were kind of like funneled the
Together,
finishers.
yeah.
Like, and what would you say? That was like 40 meters, maybe. Yeah, about 40, 50
Yeah,
meters
from the finish.
from the actual finishing buoy.
So it was the big white buoy at the end of the log boom.
Yeah.
And everyone thought that was so go
Yeah.
finish up.
And we were posted up there, right? You know, filming paddlers coming in, and it was just, oh man, it was so funny just watching.
Somebody lost the race right there.
Yeah, there was a couple
Turned right, like where am I
Yeah,
going?
that was
And I
the-
just cut in and
That was
went finish.
Vic from Lonic. The
Oh, was
couple of
it?
the Lonic paddlers was like, and then I don't know if I captured it because it was kind of far, but Bradamans was like passes the long boom and he's like flying his arm out. Or at least he was trying to fly his arm with one hand. He had his shaka, like thinking like he was
Like no, it's not finished. You're not finished. Keep going. The orange Dorito on the beach.
Yeah, and so if the boom is there, right?
Yeah.
And we're kind of propped here, and so the Dorito is kind of like almost like a 45 in, right?
Yeah.
Go towards
it's
short,
it's a turn around.
towards short of finish. And he's like trying to shaka to the sky. We're like, no, like dude, it's over there. And he couldn't get back on. Like he was like,
Oh, let me bring
he's
it.
going the wrong direction. But we'll pull it up. I don't even know.
Totally different
And
styles.
Earl's kind of sitting on 3. I don't know who's sitting next to Earl, but
Check out how different, right? You see Rob just big, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and then Thiago's like, gah.
well, this is a good race right here.
It was a good race. Rob came from behind and
he's got about
housed him.
two boat lengths.
Hey, remind me on the beach. We'll interview Rob too.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, brother. We got to interview
When
Rob.
we get there, we'll
Hopefully,
find him.
hopefully we can find him.
Track
Good thing
him
he's
down.
got that bright orange hat.
Right.
Hey, brother. Next time
Yeah.
for the
I'll
next
just ask
race,
Rob,
we
hey,
got to
who's
interview Rob.
Which one's Rob? Like he owes me money. Hey, I'm looking for Rob.
You guys are a big Samoan guy, like asking.
Where's
for a guy.
Rob? Who's this guy Rob? I'll talk to him.
So they're both on Ari canoes, yeah?
Yeah, they're both
Okay.
on. I think
Not
Rob's on the Mako
they-
or the Mako, and then
they
I
really
think
made a
Chago's
move
on the Marara.
Judson.
Okay.
I'd say they cut that gap in half, but
Yeah.
you know, Judson's on a mission.
Alright, let's see what they
So
got.
let's see.
This is gonna be the
It's
last.
now or never
sprint.
right here.
That's it.
Oh man, I didn't notice this,
Couple
but
hundred
yeah,
yards.
Thiago kind of. I think he gave it. Maybe that was his kind of his
Yeah.
last gasp.
Probably right on
Really.
Spider Island, right
Yeah.
there, trying to make
Yeah,
a
he
move. Man, you know.
Got fishing lines, Rob, right here on the corner on the left.
Oh man, that mic's so loud, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop that. Here we maxed out the mic.
It's kind of funny hearing you say that your voice is loud.
I know, right? Yeah, my voice is loud. I got to remember when
Yeah,
I
I
got
know,
to
they're
do this to the
kinda-
mic, like
yeah.
when I'm talking like
Yes,
this or whatever. I got
yes.
to do that so I don't max it out. Yeah, so I guess these Canadian guys rented these canoes. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they flew in and rented them from Ari Outrigger World, I guess.
Because that is a long drive.
Yeah, right
Shoot, man, that's like. No, I'd never do that drive.
Mm.
That's brutal.
from Vancouver.
Yeah, that's like
Mm.
what.
Well, we did
50 hour.
We went to go pick up a trailer up there. Me and
What?
Kimono and Pete Haney drove up there to Bellingham to pick up maybe not Bellingham, not that high, but right there in that area.
And you guys are all still friends.
Yeah, we drove nonstop. We
Wow.
just
Okay,
traded
just kinda-
shifts.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually,
that seems to be the way
Pete,
to do it.
Long Hair Pete and I were the only two that drove.
Yeah.
Tim Ono sat in the front seat. The trip took us 36 hours, nonstop,
Wow.
and freaking Tim stayed awake the whole time. Never went to sleep.
Bruh, that guy's he's like a ninja. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's
man. He's
just quiet, steady. Just
yep, 61 years old, and
he's 61 years old.
bro, he still got a six pack.
Wow.
He's 61 years old.
Man.
It's that Japanese living, man. That what do you call it? The blue
Korean-
zone?
The blue zone. Yeah.
Blue zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Earl.
Yeah, Earl finishing.
OG Earl.
Yeah. Who was
Oh yeah, I don't know who. Oh, you know what we should do is we should pull out the results.
Oh, that's the dude
that.
from Hano. What's his name? We met him on the beach afterwards. Really nice guy.
Oh, David.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not texting. I'm pulling up
Pulling up the top 10.
or just in general, just the results, just so we can kind of get a visual on my phone.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome day. It was a beautiful day. I'm really excited for Marina Del Rey.
Yeah.
Different backdrop, different,
Yeah.
everything,
And, and the water is kind of like Redondo, right? There's always action.
Yeah.
Like out there.
Yep. Yeah, they get a lot of bounce back off the T-bar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The outer, jetty. Or not, it's not a jetty, but a T-bar. Pretty wild corner right there coming back into the harbor.
Yeah.
And depending on what the swell and the conditions are, the tide coming out of that place is tough too sometimes, man.
So it looks like there was 85 finishers.
85?
Yeah.
There was 91 on the water.
Registered.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think maybe some just didn't finish, or I don't know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There were a couple late ones. There were 89 when we got there. Nanu, I think, was number 90, and then there was a 91, and I forget who it was.
Oh, okay. Well, these guys are just. I feel like I'm behind the. Oh yeah, who's that? Hoa Nui.
That's Coco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Coco.
Okay, that's him right there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he got pinched
Right
on the
on
start.
cue, Coco.
Yeah. I think he got pinched on the start.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty hard, I think.
Okay, and then Cornejo came in after him.
Yep, there he is. I don't know how Chris talked his wife into doing this. Or same with Danny.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's cool.
Who else was the other husband and wife out there?
You and I.
I guess so. Although we don't argue that much, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were 3 husband and wife groups out there, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, it was cool. There's our man Leo right there, just
Leo.
finished. Yeah, man, he got pinched at the start too. Did you see his Instagram where he got pinched at the start?
No.
But you know what? For him to finish where he did, if he didn't
Yeah.
get pinched at the start, he would have been in
nah.
contention, I think.
Interesting.
And we missed Scott Granger.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, that's another highlight I wanted to say. How fun was Ross?
Oh man, crazy!
Ross,
Awesome.
that guy is cracking.
Same
us up,
thing, man.
huh?
He was stoked to be there.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that one. That's
There's
another.
justice right there,
That's
yeah.
another one where I.
Oh
ate
look, we
for-
got subtitles.
Oh, subtitolitos.
All right, on. Let's take that off because they probably don't understand
That's
everything
weird.
we say. I just
it's
hit the
picked
closed
up.
caption.
Oh,
in there.
okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, try see if you can pull up when like paddlers are getting stuck.
we don't have it.
No, it is. It's
It
on
is
that.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Okay.
Like that was the one thing I was looking forward to on this recap.
okay, got
was
it, got
pulling
it.
that-
All
pulling
right,
up
here.
the footy
Here. Pulling up the footy for the boys.
for the boys. Right here, perfect timing. So I think this is Tyler. Look, look.
Oh!
no. Speaking of, oh no. He's Tyler's
I was dying laughing.
right now.
Who is that?
This Tyler.
Oh, Tyler. I'm sorry, man. I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're full on laughing at him.
That was so
Look, what's sad though is I think he thought that was the finish.
Oh yeah, that's right. He still thinks that. He's good. Now he's going.
Man, I think he still ended up getting the kind though. I think that's Dino coming in.
Yeah.
He still ended up getting Dino. brutal. He was stuck between a buoy and a hard place.
You totally represent.
Oh, there's Lindsay.
Yeah.
There's our.
The ozone rep.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like I'm like
Ozone
repeating
rep,
myself.
fine gentleman.
I'm interested to know how many
here comes our first
ozone
one.
canoes came down the first order or the most recent, because we saw a lot of new ones.
So there's probably gonna be another.
Here's
one.
where Elizabeth Kalama finishes right here.
Oh, okay.
While we're sitting here jogging behind the log boom.
Yeah, I'm trying to look down the. Okay, that was Lindsay right there.
Oh, you have the overall?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to find.
Who else? There was another guy that stopped there too. Is it?
Yeah.
It's later. It's after this,
It's
right?
it's right after Elizabeth.
Okay.
So like Vic. Oh, can we? I wonder if we could zoom in. We cannot zoom in, huh? No can. Oh,
Nope.
damn.
But I'll turn up the volume so we can hear it.
Right side or wrong side?
Oh, that's the guy with the.
Oh yeah.
Whatever side is
the-
comfortable.
Hey, he did it though.
that sounded so bad when
is,
you're like,
Mike Chang.
oh yeah.
Yeah, your,
I was like, I wonder if he's a
camera
dragon
is
boater.
not
I was-
in reverse.
I
God,
was
Mike.
saying like
Right.
he's a dragon boater because the dragon boaters put him on that
And you know
side,
what's funny?
right.
It's kind of
and you're
smart. It
like,
was all
his
left-
name
I
is
don't
Mike
have
Chang.
It
He
was
must
all
be a
left-hand
dragon
turns
boater.
out, so
Let's go, Elizabeth.
Oh man.
Good work.
Yeah, she paddled a
First
good
place.
race, man.
Yeah, she looked
First
good.
place, Wahine.
Oh, blowing out the mic. I gotta be careful when I do that.
Right, Willie.
Yeah.
Willie.
Willie.
Good job, Willie.
Yeah, what was she overall?
Hey, what do you think about
Our first place,
Alaskan buying on Hawaiian Airlines today?
Elizabeth.
Stoked.
I bet you
Yeah,
are.
man.
Mallory's
Yeah.
probably super stoked,
Yeah.
huh?
You see that
Yeah.
fishing line that just-
Sorry,
I
not
think
to
this view
mix
can-
it
All right, so here we go. This is Vic, right? Look at cheeky finish. Look, he's
Yeah,
like,
he's trying to cut it.
He thinks that the white buoy's the finish, so he's like,
Right.
I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him, and he did it good.
Yeah, you push hard
like,
right here.
Right. Watch him.
Yeah, Vic.
Nice, Vic.
Representing Lana Kila. Nice move, Vic.
Nice
Okay,
job,
watch.
Mike.
Oh, wait. Do
That
I?
was Mike
Prestige
Prestridge.
worldwide.
Yeah,
Prestige.
but watch him. Watch.
Orange buoy, orange buoy.
He's trying to shot cover out. You can't even see it. But try keep watching.
Look at-
keep watching. Look,
He takes off right. He takes off to the right. That's so good. Oh, he's just out there. Oh. Kelly's like, you know what? Just give it to him.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, she just kind of drew the laser
Yeah, she's
line
like,
out, like.
Oh man, he found it all the way around Billy's boat. He's just like, yeah, I'm good. That was so good, so funny.
Canoes don't have rudders, but you-
Oh, okay. I'm glad we got to see that. Oh, there's that.
Man, look at this
that.
hammer.
Oh man, look at him.
Hammer,
Canoe, the future
absolutely
airline
hammering.
champion.
Look at his posture. Everything he's doing is he's just gonna get better.
That egg beater.
Right?
Attaboy,
Oh,
Wade.
you'd love to see it.
Wade, all the way to the Dorito on the left.
Oh, Wade, you lost to
Orange
Teva?
Dorito. Wade knows.
Yeah.
Wade's always doing his homework.
Nice job,
He's probably
John.
coaching him.
Yeah,
all
probably.
the way to the Dorito on the left, the orange buoy on the left on the beach.
Man, I was blowing out the mic like crazy. Sorry, guys. Next time I'm gonna make sure I move the mic away.
Yeah.
You know what I think it might work is like in
What?
the corner of my hat.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
yep.
up here.
Yeah, and then you can take them off.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think it's enough where it's not like direct.
Yeah.
You know, so when you yell, like it's not blowing out the mic.
Or we could just invest in like the NASCAR ones.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we're wearing right now.
Like the one I wore for the Catalina.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
never
Right.
worked.
It didn't work.
No.
What do you mean it didn't work?
So it has the mic, right?
Okay.
The headphones. The producer's supposed to talk to you in the headphones.
Oh, you couldn't hear the producer.
But the thing is, I can't hear Kalati Miller right next to me, which is why in a lot of the videos I'm sitting like this
Okay.
because I'm trying to hear him talk and I can't hear
It's
him
probably
talk.
because you're talking too loud. You can't hear.
Probably. Probably the wind and me talking too loud and whatever. But I couldn't hear him. And so I kept moving my headphone away like this and then moving it in so I could hear him talk because he
Okay.
would ask a question. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. And then, he started like turning and speaking up because he saw me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because I told him kind of like, hey,
And that's mainly why they wear that. It's kind of what you're doing, what you and I are doing right now.
right. So we can hear each other
Kinda
through
hear-
this, right?
yeah.
And so the
It's
mic's on.
Yeah.
The producer's supposed to talk to you in one ear, but even when the producer talks, like it's really soft. Mm-hmm. And so we had problems with one of the little patch cords or whatever wasn't working right.
Oh,
We
okay.
kept fumbling it. So we just kept like freestyling it out. I think the next day they had it all dialed in right. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
But the NASCAR ones would be good.
That'd be hilarious.
And then you could just move it up like
Yeah.
a coach of the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what we do though, it kind of feels more organic. But I think the NASCAR one is good because it'll prevent us from talking over each other.
For sure.
But maybe that's just like I was saying on the broadcast. It's a good exercise for us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely going to try and change up our speaking format, just so you guys know. I'm going to ask more questions and let Joe answer more questions.
So there.
Oh, there's the man right there on the kayak.
Yeah, he had like a camera on his head.
Yeah.
That was interesting that the wind just popped.
Yeah,
That
quick.
that was very.
Right when we hit PCH Bridge going out, it just came right up.
Yeah, especially for like the winter, like December. That was kind of.
And a south wind too. That's kind of not normal.
Yeah, I was.
This guy's like,
colder than I
there's a
thought
race
it was gonna
going on. Cool. No
Yeah.
worries. I'll get out of the way.
Kind of looks like Quail Man. You remember that?
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Remember Quail Man
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Doug?
That's funny.
Yeah, I was thinking like, who does
There's
it remind
Leah
me?
Ching right there.
Oh yeah, this is a good finish. I wonder, did she know?
Oh,
that
there's
Lynn?
Lynn right behind her.
I kind of got a feeling Lynn just kind of crept it, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of tried to
Silent
sneak.
assassin, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to ask her that actually.
Man, Lynn's got a lot of leverage, man. Once she connects it all,
Yeah.
man, she's gonna be real
Yeah.
fast.
How's that guy? That guy Robert looked at you like, what?
I know. How do you know my name?
Yeah. Do I know you?
That's the beauty of having a master list,
Yeah.
or trying to. I had to hand write in like the last 20 paddlers because no one registered. Like a bunch of guys registered after
Yeah.
after 5 o'clock
Yeah.
on
Printed, yeah.
Friday, and then we had a couple late ones too. Couldn't ask for a better race, man. It was really good.
Yeah. No, it was good. There was a couple.
I think the only thing we could ask for is
in the beginning.
better video.
I know. Yeah, better video, but
All in all, it was fine.
yeah, it was
I think everybody knows we're just low budget,
Totally, just-
kind of just doing it.
two dudes with a
Yeah.
phone. You know,
There's Tim.
set the bar.
Oh yeah, Tim was chasing down Joey. Well, Tim's got 10 years on Joey, so I think Tim might be one of the oldest guys that registered in the race. I think there were a couple other guys that were over 60, but I'm pretty sure Tim's the oldest.
How much do you think Tim weighs?
Oh, 128 pounds, 130 pounds,
Jeez.
yeah. Wet.
Yeah. I've been to a few Painas over here.
Yeah.
He throws the bottle
Oh
back.
yeah, oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not afraid.
Yeah.
That bugger will definitely go toe to toe. I haven't had to carry him out of a party, but I've definitely had to intervene on a couple things.
Oh, that was.
Oh, we thought
Mila.
you hoolied, yeah.
Yeah. Turns out it was her shoulder.
Yeah, her shoulder's hurting.
I think that's kind of where we ended it.
Yeah, I think so too. Then we're like, you know what? Let's just go back.
Yeah. We were pretty.
You paddled in the morning, didn't eat any food.
Yeah, I think that was a big one. I didn't eat. I was
Yeah.
kinda
We're gonna have to do
running
that a
on
little
empty.
bit better. Still had a decent amount of energy for the,
Yeah.
but I think, after we ate that day, I felt a lot better.
Yeah.
And this is the first one we didn't drink at either.
Yes, that's true.
We didn't have one drink, everybody. Everyone else before, we've had lots of drinks.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah, no, it's awesome that you can, put it up on the big screen.
Yeah, just enough so I don't have to try and edit it in. I'm still kind of handicapped at the editing thing. I'm trying to figure it out.
It kind of looks like the O.J. Simpson car chase video quality.
Yeah.
But
Following the Bronco down the freeway?
yeah, but it's
That's it.
it's all good.
Oh, what happened there? 49ers.
Oh, we're going to watch some 49er
I
content.
mean, if we want to. All right. That's 44 minutes, brother.
Yeah, I think I'd say that's a
We
pretty
covered
good
enough, huh?
pretty good recap.
Yeah. We didn't critique any paddlers too bad.
It's funny how we can make 44 minutes feel like 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was so fast.
Jeez.
That's the thing with this podcasting thing that tough is that, man, time gets away from you.
Yeah.
You know, like we did with Josh and Jane, 2 hours, and we could have gone a lot more.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's so much more we could have covered.
We're gonna have to do round 2.
Yeah.
Same with like the other, like Jim Terrell, we did 1 hour and 30, but we stopped it purposely at that about that time.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to open up stand-up paddleboarding with them and get into another 1.5 hours worth of conversation.
Yeah.
That's for later. We'll do that
We're
again.
totally bringing him back on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's the
We'll
man.
bring Josh and Jane back on too, or Josh for sure. I'm gonna drop that episode this week, maybe. I think Friday. I'll drop it Friday.
Okay.
I'm gonna whip this one up and drop it tomorrow.
Oh, solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you
Well, I don't know.
grinding it out.
Trying to.
Yeah, appreciate it
Ferda boys. Ferda.
for the boys.
Yeah. That's what the Canadian hockey players say. Ferda.
Ferda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like for the boys. That's their they shorten it to Ferda.
Ferda boys.
Yeah.
It's
Ferda
kinda
boys.
like- yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
there
right,
you go,
yeah,
Canada.
You love hockey.
I love hockey.
Yeah. Is it? It's not hockey season.
I'm half Canadian, man. How can I not?
Yeah. Hockey season starts soon though.
Oh, it's already on. Yeah.
Oh, it started.
No, yeah, they're like I don't know how many
okay.
games, but
Okay.
my Kings are doing okay for the West. But Vegas is still the best team.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Today.
Cool.
We're gonna end this today.
End it today.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll put this up, and hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll take any feedback you guys got, comment, anything. Send it to us, and we'll adjust as we go, just like we've been doing for all of the broadcasts that have done, at least the live ones. And any suggestions on the podcast too, we'll take them. I don't know. I hate to say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it.
what?
Just like and subscribe, guys. Do it. We need it. We need more equipment, and we don't have the money to pay for it.
That's the first time I think we've said.
First time we've ever said
Wow.
it. Yep. And I hate that hurt.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all the support, everyone.
Yeah,
and
thank
thanks
you
for
guys very
watching.
much. Yep. All right. Aloha.
Shoots.
Shoots.